to be thinking about what do you hear Miss Jamie say, and oh, what do you hear Jelani say? I forget I'm Jelani today. We had to switch names. What do you hear Jelani say to herself, okay, to help her find the piece of evidence that's the most relevant? So in my model, what are you focusing on? What Miss Jelani says to find her what? Her relevant evidence. Okay, Jasmine? Okay, so look at your paper. You're doing what I'm doing and you're listening to what I say. Okay? Based on what we've read so far, why might the prince not have friends? Use evidence from the text to support your answer. Okay. Oh, you're quiet. You're listening. Based on what we've read so far, I forgot to let y'all get y'all's markers. It's okay. Why might the prince not have friends? I need to use evidence from the text to support my answer. Why? Why means I need to give the reason. So I need to give the reason why the prince might not have friends and use evidence. So let me think. What does this question want me to do? Well, I need to tell the reason why the prince does not have any friends. And I need to back that up with evidence. So let me go back to the spot in the text that's going to help me figure out this answer. I need to go back into the text where it talks about him not having friends. So that is on page 8. It says right here, why me, Jimmy thought. Can't you find a friend to run off with? But no, not you, Prince Brat. You've got no friends. That's why me. Jimmy pointed to the window. It's night out, he protested. The best time, replied the prince. But ain't you afraid of the dark? Everyone knows that. As I keep reading, it doesn't really tell me why. It doesn't really give me the reason why he doesn't have friends. But if I think about what I've read in previous chapters, and I think about the kind of person Prince Brat is, I do know that over here in the beginning of the chapter on page 7, it says with dumping bullfrogs in the moat so no one got a wink of sleep. He put frogs in the moat so that nobody could sleep at night. A moat is like that ditch, that big ditch in front of the castle.
Yeah.
Oh, so they
What was it used for, Leo? Leo, what was the moat used for? You just say what she said. What did we read in guided reading? What is the moat used for, Damien?
castle.
It would make it more difficult for the enemies to get to the castle. Yes. Okay. So I see here it says that he dumped bullfrogs so that nobody could sleep. It also says that knights slipped off their horses because he hog greased the saddles. And I remember in chapter 1 with him tying the wigs to the back of people's chairs. All of these things in the text, make me think that Prince Brat is not a nice person. Man, and I know that when people are not nice, you don't want to be friends with somebody who's mean. So I bet that's why he doesn't have friends, because he is not a nice person. So I'm going to write that as my answer.
So Miss Jamie just made an inference to write her answer.
Did the text
Miss
ever
Jelani.
tell me that Prince Brat is mean? No, I figured it out based on what the text did say. So I'm going to write Prince Brat does not have friends because he is not a nice person. I know with my T strategy that I have to back up everything I say. So I need a piece of evidence that supports my answer. So let me think. What does the text say that made me think this answer? What did the text say that made me think that Prince Brad is not a nice person? Well, in this chapter, the thing that the text said that made me think he was not a nice person was this, with dumping bullfrogs in the moat so no one got a wink of sleep. Man, if he keeps everybody awake, that's not very nice. So that is what made me think my answer. That's what made me think he's not a nice person. So I'm going to use that as my evidence. On page 7, it says, with dumping bullfrogs in the moat, so no one